Hey everyone, are you preparing for your SSC exams and finding active and passive voice a little tricky? Don't worry, a lot of students do, but in this quick explainer, we're going to crack this topic wide open, and I promise you by the end, you'll wonder why it ever seems so hard.
I get it. This topic can feel really confusing, and it's so frustrating to lose marks on something that feels like it should be simple. But what if I told you there's one simple key to unlocking all of it? Well, there is, and we're about to find it together.
Seriously, this is the whole secret. This topic becomes one of the easiest in your syllabus if you just follow one simple rule. That's it. Just one. Stick with me, and I'll show you exactly what it is.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with that one simple rule, then break it down into a 5-step method. We'll see how to use it with any tense, cover the common mistakes you need to avoid, and wrap it up with a final strategy to make you a topper. Let's do this.
Okay, let's dive right in. Before we even get to the rule, let's quickly understand why we even have active and passive voice. What's the point?
You know, it's actually all about focus. Think of it like a camera. In the active voice, the camera is on the person doing the action. They're the star of the show. But in the passive voice, we shift the camera's focus onto the person or thing that is receiving the action. Same story, just a different hero.
All right, get ready, because this is it. This is the exam secret. This little formula right here is the only thing you need to memorize for this entire topic. It looks a bit like a secret code, but it's super simple. SVO becomes OBEV3 by S. Burn this into your brain.
So, we have our magic formula, but how do we actually use it? Well, let's break it down into 5 super simple steps that will build the perfect sentence for you every single time. Here is the foolproof process. Step 1. Find your 3 key players, the subject, the verb, and the object. Step 2, take the object and move it right to the front. It's the new star. Step 3, add the correct be verb. Step 4, change your main verb to its V3 form. And finally, step 5, add the word by plus the original subject at the end. That's the whole recipe.
Okay, let's put this into practice. Take this sentence. The teacher praised the student. First, let's find our parts. Who's doing the action? The teacher. That's our subject. What's the action? Praised. That's our verb. And who's receiving the praise? The student. That's our object. Easy, right?
Now, let's just follow our steps. We take the object, the student, and move it to the front. The original verb praised is past tense, so our be verb is was. The V3 form of praise is just praised. Perfect. And finally, we add by the teacher at the end. And there you have it, a perfect passive sentence.
Awesome. You've totally got the basic method now. But you might be thinking, what about different tenses? Present, past, future? Does the rule still work? Yes, it does. And it's actually way easier than you think.
Okay, this is the most important thing to remember about tenses. The main verb, that V3 form, it never changes. It's always going to be written or completed or eaten. The only thing that changes is that little be verb right before it. We just match it to the tense. Is for present, was for past, and will be for future. That's it.
Let's see this with an example. For present tense, we have she writes a letter. Okay, our object, a letter, goes to the front. The sentence is in the present tense, so we use the be verb is. The V3 of writes is written, so we get a letter is written by her. Perfect. Now for past tense. He completed the work. Let's do it again. The work moves to the front. Completed is past tense, so our be verb is was, and we get the work was completed by him. See the pattern? And of course, future tense is just as simple. They will finish the task. Object is the task, so that comes first. Since it's future, our be verb becomes will be. The final sentence, the task will be finished by them. See, the system works every single time, no matter the tense. You're doing amazing. Now, to make sure you lock in those full marks, let's quickly talk about a few simple mistakes that students often make. If you can just avoid these little traps, you're going to be way ahead of the curve. Mistake number 1, and this is a big one, using the wrong verb form. Our formula demands the V3, the past participle. So it's not complete, it's completed. It's not right, it's written. You have to know your V3 forms. This is such an easy place to lose a mark, so be careful. Okay. This next one, you wouldn't believe how often this happens. People just forget to add the word by. The sentence needs to tell us by whom the action was done. It's a tiny word, but it's absolutely crucial. Don't leave it out. And the third common trap is mixing up the tense.
If the original sentence was in the past, your passive sentence must also be in the past. If it started with completed, you have to use was completed, not is completed. Always, always match the tense.
All right, let's bring it all home. This is your final strategy. Think of this as your checklist for success, the key tips that will turn you into a topper on this topic.
4 simple things to remember. First, always start by finding the object. That's your new starting point. Second, please learn your V3 verb forms. It's so important. Third, double check that you've matched the tense perfectly. And finally, read your new sentence and make sure the meaning hasn't changed at all.
And hey, if you're in the middle of the exam and your mind goes blank, just breathe and remember this simple sequence. O, BV, V3, by, subject. Object, be verb, V3 form, by, subject. That's your emergency cheat code right there.
And that's really all there is to it. You have the rule, you have the steps, and you know the mistakes to avoid. This topic isn't a challenge anymore. It's an opportunity to score some really easy marks. So practice this method, be confident, and go get those full marks. You've got this.